Guess that's just a life of a prophet. The life of a prophet, the scoffing, be scoffing. We know what they talking. You live in the flesh, we be in the spirit. You know how we walk. We keep the commandments, pray to the Father, drink of that water. I know life can get hard, but that ain't gon' stop. But we gon' go hard. The life of a prophet, the scoffing, be scoffing. We know what they talking. You live in the flesh, we be in the spirit. You know how we walk. We keep the commandments, pray to the Father, drink of that water. I know life can get hard, but that ain't gon' stop us. We gon' go harder.
Hey, shalom, Israel. Y'all know what time it is. It's Cuss from the Streets. I'm Officer Charim.
Hey, shalom, Israel. This Soldier Khalil.
We got my brother Mike Walker.
Khalil, you got Will. You got who?
Davion Frank.
What's your name? Tajay and Alexis.
All right, Mike. So, what we at today, man? What's going on?
We're here at Grambling State University's homecoming. We got a lot of alumni here tailgating and people walking around with visitors. Hopefully, we want to go to school. We're kind of going to just tailgate, turn up, get ready for the game.
All right, so Grambling is supposed to be what's called an HBCU'S, which is pretty much a black college. Do you know who the University of Grambling is actually named after?
I think it's named after a white man who donated his land to Grambling. I think that's what the backstory was.
It's not a right or wrong.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I already know.
You guys are wrong first. I don't even go to
Yeah. Come on, bro. You fan this school.
So it was named, normally when a lot of these HBCUs, they was named after white people.
The new name was PG Grambling. Okay. It was actually a sawmill owner in the early 1900s.
Now, let me ask you this real quick. When it comes to all these big establishments, homecoming and all that other stuff, what does homecoming mean specifically?
Coming back to your family.
Coming back. Do you feel like we're at home right now?
You feel like yeah.
Now, before you answer that, think of all the things that happen to our people throughout the United States. Do you feel like we're at home? Do you feel like you could call this place home?
I mean, see where you're coming from, but it's like home is what you make it. You got to make the best out of the situation that you're in.
Yeah.
So you come in and to a place like Grambling.
Yeah.
Very family orientated. Make it.
Yeah, and I completely agree with you. That's what homecoming means. But do you believe in the Bible?
Yeah.
So according to the Bible, we in captivity right now. Deuteronomy 8 verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
With soda. So right now, this is what he's talking about. He told us we got from. This is the proof right here. How you doing, sir? He told us, look, if y'all don't keep my commandments, y'all don't have to serve y'all enemies.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst.
God said we wanted food, let's go to them. Thirsty, we want water, we have to go to them.
And in nakedness and in wants of all things.
God said we wouldn't serve the white man. Proof of that is, who didn't go to the good education?
White man, the government, state grants and all that stuff.
Even though we got what they call a black college area.
Sir, that's what they say.
Drop that, get Psalms 49 and 11. That's a how to get it. So what we propose, we the people that's actually living the right life. Let's see what the
Psalms 49 and verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever.
This is talking about so later, but they say that they thought they mind, they're gonna go forever. And if they got the men on, what's the proof of that? They say, hey, we gonna give y'all black people this black college, but this man got the me and my people, me and my grandkids. You feel me?
Now, honestly, I didn't. Right. I got right the stories, but I didn't actually know.
Hey, think about this, Frank. You get into it with a white person on the street, you go to Grambling University, their last name is Grambling. And you see what I'm saying? They probably descend from the people that own the PG Grambling. Right, but read that, let's get the point. Read.
And their dwelling places to all generations. Read. They call their lands.
So these white people, what they do is they conquer lands and places, and they do what?
After their own names.
They do what?
They call their lands after their own names.
So they conquer places like this where we work the land, then they call it after their own names. That's why Grambling named after a white man. Grambling named after a white man. Guess what? Africa is named after a white man. Named Leo Scipio's Africanus. He the one that conquered Africa. And it's on the Hannibal War.
Book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 8. Behold.
So this is the Most High God telling us right now. Listen.
We are yet this day in our captivity.
Do you believe we're in captivity right now?
Something like it's the United States?
Yeah. Everywhere we go, bro, we get persecuted. We can't even go in white neighborhoods without getting pulled over. And I've experienced it myself, so I can say that. Read.
What the hell scattered us?
So the Most High God scattered us because we broke His commandments. He scattered us from here all the way to Asia, to Japan, all different places. Read.
For a reproach.
For reproach, read.
And a curse.
So for a curse, we are a cursed people. We are destroyed right now. If you go anywhere throughout the United States, they'll look at you, or throughout the United States and really throughout the whole earth, they'll look at you and say, oh, look at that nigga over there. Because we literally have been destroyed as people, read.
And to be subject to payment.
We subject to payment. So we come into this homecoming, we gotta pay to get to the homecoming when this land was sold from the beginning. Ain't that crazy? So how could we be home? We ain't returned home yet, because today we in captivity. We gotta pay taxes for everything. We gotta pay taxes for paying taxes. Read.
Where God has scattered us.
The Most High God has scattered us throughout the four corners of the earth. You can find us here, you can find us in Africa, you can find us in Asia, you can find us in Japan, everywhere. Read.
For a reproach and a curse.
For a reproach to the curse, because we broke the Most High God's commandments. We are the true children of Israel, which is what I'm trying to bring out in the scripture. Read.
And to be subject to payments.
We're subject to payments. All that money that they bringing up today for these HBCUs ain't going back into our neighborhoods. That's going back into their establishment. And somebody last name could be Gremlin. We could be a black man, but our last name ain't named Gremlin. They could be our slave master. So we don't even know. That's it.
No, sir.
Yeah.
According to all the iniquities of our fathers.
But mainly because our fathers sinned against the Most High God.
Cool. So let me ask you another question, bro. How much money do you think black colleges make from a football game? Just like a regular D1 college black game right now.
That's hard to talk about because I come from the D1, like in the West Coast. So this is smart. I understand that it's not the Big Ten, Pac-12. So I mean, like, they don't look like they make the same amount of money unless you got like somebody like Dion, who's the face of your program, who's able to get in extra, donations, sponsors, and stuff like that. So I mean, I feel like we've been doing the last couple of years, but it's a process.
So, we actually did some research before we got here. In the smaller D1, like Grambling, they usually bring in like a little bit over $1 million just in ticket sales per game. So let me ask you, do you feel like any of that money is going back to the black community, or it should go back to the black community? What would be your thoughts?
I definitely don't think that money's being utilized. We definitely got big problems like roads. They always want to cut off like no alcohol, no drinking, no alcohol, no drugs on campus. But then I'm like, how are you gonna keep us safe? You want to cut off all these things? Like we're not at the college campus. Like, what are you guys doing to like? We can have cameras in LA. We got cameras everywhere. Like you can't get away with anything. Like that's an easy investment, just like many things and stuff. So
right. So you feel like they should bring some of the money and put it back in the black community, right?
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, bro, most of the players is black. So a lot of schools, they get their money from football and basketball games and so forth.
That money don't go back into the communities. Because if you go in these communities today, a lot of the money in these HBCUs, they ain't going to go fix the hoods that's throughout the United States. They going back to the school to probably build new football stadiums, to build new parts of the school or whatever the case may be. So look, where do you feel like the money should go? Or where do you feel like they put that money to these homecomings? Or do you know how much money they make at these homecomings?
I don't know how much they make. I know they make a lot.
Yeah.
They should put it into stuff for the students.
They don't even do that. Ain't that crazy? When they put this stuff back, so I looked it up. So a lot of these HBC games, they generate over $1 million at these just the games. And that's just the football games, the tickets. They ain't including the concession stands, the food that they selling, and none of that. It'll be cool if they actually put it into the community. It's an HBCU college. Why not put it into the community where it's at? They don't give you discounts off your tuition at all. They take all this money and then put it back into the school to probably rebuild a few different things on them. Maybe that's just some real. I don't know.
For Nehemiah chapter 9, verse 37. Because I asked you earlier, you know what I'm saying, do you feel like they should donate some of the money that our brothers are making on the field back to our home, right? Listen, Nehemiah 9, 37. Because you see that a lot, bro, even in the NFL. Imagine the NFL without blacks and Hispanics. It'd be like watching golf for 6 hours, you know what I'm saying? Or the damn swimming, you know what I'm saying? Nobody watch Olympics swimming for 4 hours. Nobody have pool party, like parties where everybody say, hey, it's the Olympics, let's watch the Olympic swimming game, you know what I'm saying? But with anything, you got our people playing, you got basketball, football, track, you know what I'm saying?
Nehemiah 9, verse 37. And it yielded much increase.
So if I would tell you that they make a lot of money, that's what the Bengals say, they yield much increase, read.
Unto the kings.
So the people that own, like, they get the tax rates, they make the money from the tickets and so forth. Bible said that they yield much genius, man. They get a big payday off of us.
Whom thou hast set over us
But that's what they said over us. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
because of our sins.
So the reason we said is because our sins. We sin. You know what I'm saying?
Also, they have dominion over our bodies.
So they have dominion over our body. I play field, so I know how to do. When you look at college football players, guess what? Once you sign that contract, if you want to stay on the team or you want to go scholarship, you got to be there in the gym when they tell you to be in the gym, in the weight room when they tell you to be there. You got to be in practice when they tell you to be there, or they're going to cut you. They tell you that they have dominion over our bodies. Even when you look at today, like with Kyrie Irving, what's going on with him? Say it again, remember?
Like this money.
Oh, that's yeah. But if you ain't seen what Kyrie Irving, remember he posted what they said was anti-Semitic. Now everybody trying to make him apologize, or they gonna cut him from the league.
Yeah, but I seen that. He got put on
Right.
Smith right now. So I didn't know what happened.
Yeah, but the reason that they did it because he posted something to say that blacks are the real Jews. He retweeted a book that was on Amazon called Hebrews and Negroes, and the book pretty much tells us the same thing the Bible said, that we the real people of the Bible. And that's why they on him. Same thing with Kanye West. You heard about that? Same thing. Hey, he be on some crazy stuff, but sometimes he be on some real talk too. So anyways, the point is, bro, everything we go through is in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Even this one is in the end. You know what I'm saying? So we just want to put you on game. You know what I'm saying? Put you on one over there. He's saying that's because from the streets.
What is the nation?
Nation is men leading by example.